10 of the world's best tree climbers will be reduced to 1 in this head-to-head elimination tournament. Each match, 2 climbers will place tokens in hard-to-reach areas on opposite sides of the same tree. Then they'll switch sides and race to retrieve the tokens placed by their opponent. The first climber to remove all of the other climbers' tokens wins the game. This is Notch Equipment's Capture the Canopy.
This is Capture the Canopy presented by Notch. I'm Jake Miller. This is Travis Vickerson. And this is Cormac Negan, one of the competitors here for Capture the Canopy. We are at Game 5. Natty, the number 1 seed, facing off against Cameron Lundin. Look at that. There's the bracket right there. Gentlemen, chime in whenever you're ready. Look at that bracket.
Well, being number 1 seed definitely has its advantages. You know, you're limited in the number of climbs you have to do in order to win. So it's definitely going to be advantageous to him, where Cameron's got to do a little bit more climbing, which might end up being an endurance issue for him.
Yep.
A lot of extra work, a lot of up and down. It's not just one side, you got to go back up, and it's a heavy day of climbing.
Nathanaël Gros from France, decorated French competitor, tree climber, and Cameron Lundin from Deerfield, Wisconsin. Been climbing for 10 years. Tom Schumacher, his hero. And 6'2", King of the Canopy 2017 winner. We're about ready to start this competition right here. They're going to have 4 minutes to install the tokens. Cameron Lundin in pink, Natty in maroon. They are starting with their hand on the block. Travis, explain that a little bit.
So we're starting to hand on the block, just makes it where it's a fair start. Think of it as a track race. Everybody starts in the chutes. So it gets everybody the same start. It's in there on different systems. Cameron's climbing single rope, or Natty's climbing double rope.
All right, both guys getting ready.
Go.
This is Natty, the number 1 seed. This is his first competition of the double elimination tournament. Looks like he's got, are we looking at 4 bags or 5 bags that Natty has?
He counted 5 on Natty, yeah.
Natty's got 5. How many does Cam have? 4?
He went 4.
4, okay. All right, get ready to see some amazing climbing here.
Cameron went to a spot we haven't seen hit yet in this tree. It's close to the tie-in, but it's still a little bit of work to get to.
Really rough leader to go up for that red side that Natty's attacking right now. It's really challenging. He's making work of it.
Cam's got 1 placed already. This tree notorious for getting these tokens caught. We saw it a lot in this competition already. This white oak is notorious, especially on our left of the tree.
I do love the ability for that white oak to hold tension like that and just really keep you steady. But like I said, you know, when they do fail, they fail pretty dramatically.
Cormac, you've been up in this tree competing. Talk a little bit about this competition in this tree.
I think this is a great second day tree for the climbers and spectators. It's drastically more enjoyable to watch and more enjoyable to climb. Just as challenging, but in different ways. So I think guys are going to find their flow and move around the tree a little bit more, and everybody can see it happening. So it's going to be fun.
All right, both climbers have placed 1 token.
Looks like Natty's going to do another one in the same area.
Interestingly enough, Cameron set his out, and now he's moved it down. It looks like it may have come out, actually, and now he had to move it further down.
Not enough. Oh, yep.
I think it counts either.
He's on the ground now. Natty's got to get that cinched.
He spent a lot of energy to get off that first leader out there, and it's definitely going to hurt him.
Wind's picking up a little bit right now.
I know what it was. He sat on a red branch. He is not on the red side. So he had to move it to a white branch. That definitely hurt his times.
I see.
Deceiving up there.
It is.
But the placement still counts?
No, he actually had to move it.
Okay.
Put it now is good. It's on a white leader. He did
All right.
put it on the wrong side.
So though it's not a penalty, it does count against him in his time that he has now to install the remaining 3 tokens he took with him. Of the 5 Natty took, he's got 2 up, 3 left to put in the tree.
And now we've got a split screen here for your enjoyment.
Looks like Natty's kind of committed to one kind of section of the tree right now, so.
I think that's going to work against a single rope climber. Is that going to be, it looks to me like there's a pretty good redirect possibly up there. Drop in on this lower
depending
lower
on where
limb.
he puts the next one. I mean, the SRT climber could just definitely get those 2 and dump down and have a really easy time on the side of the tree. So let's see.
Look at Natty's control on
Definitely
this
don't want to
limb
question
here.
Natty. He was undefeated in the preliminary rounds. He definitely knows what he is doing.
Yes, he does. Decorated French competitor. And a gentleman to boot. Looks like Natty has 3 and Lundin has 3 as well. Approaching the 30-second mark.
One of the beautiful things this tree is giving us that the preliminary round tree did not give us was broken branches. This tree has only had 1 today, which is great. The tree is definitely holding up a lot better.
Ooh, look at Natty setting one really low, but man, that's a small limb there.
Wow.
Talk
For
a little.
big man on a small limb.
Yeah, the white oaks are really conducive to they flex and then they hold tension like you were saying before. So.
Natty's got.
Oh, and I believe he got it.
Apparently, one of the tokens fell out of the game zone. Lundin dropped 1 token out of the game zone.
Oh.
And it looks like Natty got that last one in by the hair on his chinny chin chin. Natty needs 2 to win.
I don't believe there was any penalty assessed.
Because of penalties.
Put one out, that's a penalty.
Is it a penalty? Okay. I thought
Incurred.
it was just void. Sorry.
Cam Lundin incurred 2 penalties. So Natty has 2 tokens to retrieve. All right, game 5. Tokens are set. They have made their ascent, and they are getting ready to start the removal period. They both have 5 minutes to retrieve their tokens. Natty has 2 to retrieve. Cameron Lundin has 4 to retrieve. And we are getting ready to start.
Are you going to lose a penalty here?
Those Lundin incurred 2 penalties. 1 bag fell out of the game zone that we know of, and there was also a penalty as far as where he could go on a limb during the placement period. So here we go. Natty staying in the same spot right now.
He had to go ahead and he was a little late up the tree in the ascent period, so he was installing his double rope system. Cost him a little bit of time, but the penalty he's going to be able to make up for it. He only has to get 2 tokens
He's
out.
only got 2 tokens.
So
Lundin's got to work hard.
Lundin is set up for a really good redirect him through there to get down to the lower side of the tree. So we'll see how it works out.
Do you think he's going to go for this one that Natty placed? That's very thin.
Yeah, he has to get all 4 to Natty's 2.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Natty's
Let's
already
see
got
which
the
one he
first
goes
one, the
for.
quick one. So Natty's down to 1 now at this point. If he can get a drop.
Okay, we're looking at Natty right now.
And it drops. So Natty only has 1 remaining.
Natty's got 1 to go.
Cameron's just now at his first.
Can Cam get to that first one? Excuse me.
Got to get it to the ground.
All right.
There it goes.
Cam's got 1 down.
Natty's working his way out.
Clean. Looks like it might be.
Natty's got 1, pretty far
Unless
out.
it gets hung up, which on that side of the tree it has. Yeah. That's about the same spot where you chose to lower it from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really clustered in there. There's not really an opening.
All right, let's look at this move from Cam.
Oh, he's lost sight of it.
He knows it's there.
Oh, no. Oh, so sad. He had lost sight of that other token up there. It's definitely going to cost him.
He's letting him know.
And Natty's working on the line here. It got hung up, and he's pulling it back up. And we're done. So the number 1 seed remains undefeated through this competition. Capture the Canopy. Cameron Lundin, 2 tough breaks. But that's how this game goes on this tree.
Sadly enough, sometimes it does come down just to penalties.
Talk about the game zone. Is it considered small when you talk about tournament play?
What's that?
The ring.
Is the ring small compared to tournament play?
No, it's about the same.
Okay, yeah. Good size. All right.
That's the same ring we would use in a drop zone at a work site. So usually we go with the drip line. That's our drop zone. So we mimic that as our work positioning to do this, and the same thing for competition. So it works out very well.
Okay, thanks for joining us for Game 5. Natty, undefeated player, moves on. This is Capture the Canopy, brought to you in part by Notch and Ryan Torcicollo against Mark Gaudet, the number 2 seed here. They're making their ascension right now, and they're going to get ready to install those tokens. We have Cameron Lundin joining us right now, and Travis Vickerson. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. And Cam, you've been up in this tree. Tell us a little bit about what these climbers are going to be facing.
Well, there's a few really hard to get limbs, top of red and white, both. There are a couple of redirects you can take advantage of, but most of the time people that have been doing the redirects haven't really been well rewarded. So it seems like just whoever can get out to some tips fastest are taking it. Ryan did a pretty crazy power move, and that seemed to work well, and it seems like he's going to try something very similar this time.
He definitely likes getting out on those limbs. There's Ryan right there from Heber City, Utah. Jambo 2017 champion, 3-time Utah TCC winner. And he is a wonderful climber to watch, very entertaining. And I look forward to this match. And, of course, Mark Gaudet, he is the number 2 seed from Fenwick, Ontario, Canada. He is a planner. He went over the rule book twice, came out, and has not taken his eyes off this tree since he's been waiting to compete in day 2 of competition. So Mark Gaudet definitely also very entertaining to watch, and very talented climber, and very quick. It seems like this competition literally touches on all of your skills, mentally and physically.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. The guys who are winning are getting rewarded for route planning because they're not taking a minute to set up and look around. They already have what they want to do in mind, and are rewarded for just being, some of these guys are so confident walking all the way out to the tips of limbs that it's really hard to compete against. So it's pretty awesome to see some of the guys out here, what they're doing.
Absolutely.
And Travis, we know that penalties can play a big part in this game, especially going out on these limbs, and also just making sure that you're lanyard in, and it literally can be devastating. Or if the opponent gets the penalties, it can be beneficial.
Absolutely. And the penalties we're looking at are not just broken limb penalties. You can have a penalty for not lanyarded in, which we've seen. You can have a penalty for being on the wrong branch when it's not your side, and that'll hurt you as well. So there's lots of different penalties these competitors could incur that are going to either weight the competition against them or for them if their opponent doesn't. So it definitely changes the dynamic. The biggest thing we're seeing in this tree, though, is the amount of tokens that are getting stuck upon the retrieval when they're letting them go. This white oak is just grabbing and holding everything we throw at it.
And Mark Gaudet knows about penalties. In the prelims, he broke a branch and was DQ'd. He was undefeated until the last game of the preliminaries. So Mark Gaudet looking to make sure that he gets through this game penalty-free.
Ready to go.
And they're off. They have 4 minutes to install. Mark's got, how many bags?
One of the harder loom sets off.
Mark went with 6 bags.
6 bags. And he's been known to place is up to 8 bags in this competition. And we have Ryan Torcicollo in the
Ryan took 5?
Blue. Mark Gaudet in the red.
Nope. Ryan took 5. That's what I'm counting.
Ryan 5, Mark 6. He's throwing his first line down, and there
with
it is.
Authority.
With authority.
The prelims he got
Ryan
dinged for
won.
not throwing it directly down. There was a discrepancy there. It ended up costing him.
That's not a split screen. That's actually just one shot right
That's
there.
just the
But
beauty of the
that's
tree
the
we've
beauty
been
of the
given.
tree.
All right, both have got one place and moving on to the lower set at this point. Let's see if they go here. Ryan's tailing his line through for a redirect. Good rope management. Always good to see that. Good taking care of your equipment.
Cam, do they have their tokens mapped out to a certain extent before they even get in the tree?
Almost always,
Yeah?
definitely. If you don't really know where you're going to go or where you're going to try to put them, it's really hard to plan a route that you can put together in 4 minutes. So I was talking with Ryan a little earlier about his route, and it's pretty much all planned out, assuming it works well. It might change, and he might have to dump something early.
I believe the quote is, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see nobody gets punched here.
And this is the tricky spot in this tree right here.
Ryan's really using that structure to his advantage, though. Using that lower limb to stand on. Again, we're seeing the tension that this white oak can hold. It's really great for climbers. It loads really well and then stabilizes out perfectly. Oh, he's really reaching for it all.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, yeah.
This is, I think, maybe using his reach. A little bit longer a wingspan than Mark has might hurt Mark.
Mark is also a little bit lighter, so he might be able to walk out on that limb.
This is very true.
On the upper limb instead of the low one.
Mark's out there on the opposite end. The climbers have now opposed themselves on the tree to different sides. Let's see where Ryan chooses to go from here. He's got a little rope management to take care of. I mean, unlike a typical comp where once the first 5 competitors go today, the route's pretty much set. This route changes every time. It makes it interesting.
Look at that.
For people watching.
Oh, wow, Ryan nailed that.
Very nice move from
Smooth.
Torcicollo.
Like butter. Got a little split screen action here, folks. You can watch the magic going on.
Mark Gaudet's got 4 placed. Ryan's got 2 placed. But one of those definitely in a very tricky spot. At least 2, yeah, both of Ryan's are in very tricky spots. And Mark is definitely trying to match that as well.
Ryan's got a third on the ground now.
So Mark's really
He's really
lacing out the tree.
He
Oh,
is.
be careful. Oh, be careful.
His
Oh,
rope
be
angle is not
careful.
allowing him to hold a lot of weight
Oh,
on his system. A lot of that branch is
Be
holding
careful.
that structure.
Be careful, Mark.
He's got it. This is what got him in prelims. Let's see if it works out for him this time.
He looks pretty stable, and he's got
30-second mark
most
now.
of the rope is opposing the compression, so it seems like he'll be all right.
Mark is
20 seconds to go. Let's see if Mark can get one more.
he's getting it. He's getting it. Get out of there.
Ryan's working his way back in as well.
How risky was that, Cam?
I would not do that as much
Oh.
as I weigh, that's for sure. Ryan
Ryan missed a jump there. It didn't
All
hurt
right.
break.
And
Time.
I don't
either
think
one of them got their last.
Gaudet
token.
didn't make that down.
That's going to be tough.
Mark Gaudet 5, Ryan 4 at this point, just to make doubly sure. Did we hear a little bit of a branch?
I believe that was
breakage
his
or-
body
Just his
smacking.
body hit,
Oh,
yeah.
oh. Okay. So they're going to make their.
Pretty fast.
He went for a hand.
Now they're down on the ground and they're going to reposition their lines and they're going to ascend up in the tree. Both the ascent and the removal portions start at the top of the tree. All right, here we are now, Game 6. Ryan Torcicollo and Mark Gaudet. They are getting ready to start the retrieval round. And let's take a look at that bracket. And Travis Vickerson, your thoughts real quick.
I mean, it's really shaping up to be anybody's match at this point. I mean, we've got some heavy hitters that are here still left. People have made it down into the redemption bracket, as we're calling it, and they got a chance too. I mean, this thing is not over. Our competitors are off, though. Let's see how they do in the retrieval side.
Both of these guys are amazing climbers, and I expect to see some pretty great moves in the next in the next 5 minutes.
You really had to stretch for that one.
Yes, he did. You're right. You talked about the reach when Ryan was placing that.
They get hung up on him.
Go, Mark. Get it down. Get it down.
It's down. Down.
Oh, it's down. Both of them have one down. Gaudet 3 to retrieve. Torcicollo 4 to retrieve.
Ryan snaking that stem down. Here instead for the other side now.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
What was Gaudet communicating?
So as a climber, you always try to communicate to your ground crew what you're doing. It lets them know what's going on. And that's just a hard habit to break sometimes in competitions, so you continue to do it. In other competitions, it's required, though. So he was just communicating that he had redirected his line, and now he was tailing his line down manually, so he could go ahead and begin his descent now from that redirect.
Ooh, careful.
That sounded like a good pop.
Something broken, yep. I'm surprised time didn't stop for that one.
I didn't sound like a break. It sounded like a whip.
It looked like a break. I could kind of see the tip snap.
Okay, I thought maybe it was one of those, you know how you get wood whip?
Oh, yeah. It could have been that.
No time stop, though.
All right, they
Approaching the 3-minute mark. Mark has 2 now. Down.
4 to go. But it's got 3 remaining.
There's our split screen for you there.
It is 2 remaining.
Looks like it, yes, 2, correct. Whoa. Beautiful drop.
Look at that.
Swing there. Stay controlled. Stay controlled. Ryan got another one on the ground.
Still in the safe zone, though. He's got a really good rope angle, so it's not...
Mark's got one hung up a little. Is that one hung up? Or
Ryan's got another one coming out.
Mark is working on his tail's kind of around the branch.
I believe.
There we go. Now he's muscling out.
Ryan has
He's gonna
one
get
more
that
remaining.
right away.
Oh, 2 more remaining. I'm sorry, 2 more remaining on Ryan's side.
One low piece, it looks like. And
So 2 remaining for both of them.
One on each side. That's going to be tough.
It is. Mark's there for both of those. That should be a pretty quick finish for him.
2 remaining for
Ryan's
both of
on
them.
his way out to that bell right now.
Oh, the one on the other side is stuck. Maybe we'll retrieve that from the ground then.
Mark has one down. Mark has one down, and Mark has his other one down. Oh. Mark Gaudet.
And
winner.
Ryan just got caught up in the exact same thing we've seen happen to so many competitors, where he dropped it, the white oak grabbed it and didn't let it come down.
Yeah.
We've seen that time and time again.
This white oak is very unforgiving.
Wow, what a match, though. What a match.
They are all just coming down to the wire right here, whether it's penalties or those tokens getting hung up. Very dramatic here. And we're getting that on camera, and it's a pleasure to watch.
And I can't wait to see how this all finishes out.
Very true. Very true. So Mark Gaudet, the number 2 seed, wins against Ryan Torcicollo. Cam, any final thoughts on this game we just saw against 2 excellent competitors?
It certainly seems like it's going to be a battle royale between Nat. Okay, I guess I have to go climb.
Okay.
It was a pleasure to have you.
Cam has to
Get
go
ready.
climb.
Enjoy your next event.
Yeah, good luck. Thanks a lot. Yeah, he says it's going to be a battle royale down to the wire.
That's accurate. So far, it has been.
Yeah, very much so. And the drama continues here at Capture the Canopy.
It's almost your heart stops momentarily when these things happen, and just the heartbreak for Ryan getting that one hung up, just so epic.
And the next match definitely promises to be just as dramatic. Thanks for joining us for Capture the Canopy, presented by Notch.